And our sister station Spokane spoke with the suspect, Bryan Kohberger's Pennsylvania public defender, the lawyer who represented him in his extradition proceedings.
Janelle Finch shares what she learned from him about working with a high-profile client.
Jason LaBar says he first met his client at the Monroe County Correctional Facility.
Ordinary, average type guy.
He says the first thing he said to the suspect was, "Don't tell me anything about the case. Don't tell me any facts. That's information for your Idaho attorney."
And then I explained to him, essentially the extradition proceedings. And he was very calm. He was aware of what was going on. He was aware of the murders.
He says his client was intentional about what was said on his behalf in the statement to the public.
The statement that was written by myself in my office, but the exonerated, the eager to be exonerated was his. He specifically said eager to be exonerated rather than he was innocent or something like that.
Now, proving his innocence is in someone else's hands. Kootenai County Public Defender Ann Taylor.
When I spoke to Attorney Taylor, I essentially said, "Tag, you're it."
LaBar says after reading the affidavit, he says his client's defense team may be able to poke holes in an upcoming trial.
So you have transfer DNA on the teeth. Transfer DNA can stay on an item for up to at least a year if no one else touches it or it's unblemished or something like that. So, that doesn't place him at the scene on the day of the crime. Certainly it's suspicious that he turns his cell phone off, but cell phone tower pings are unreliable at best. If it pings off a tower, you're talking that the individual's within 20-mile radius of that tower.
LaBar says for those invested in this case, this is just the beginning of a long process ahead. As things continue to develop, he says the public should view this case with an open and objective mind. LaBar says he's continuing to work with the suspect's family in Pennsylvania, but will no longer be working directly with his former client now that he's in Idaho.
And Kohberger is expected back in court this week.
Here's what we can expect next in these court proceedings. A status conference hearing is scheduled for this Thursday at 8 a.m. That's typically an opportunity for the judge to make sure both sides are on track, working cooperatively, and are prepared for trial.
And the suspect's preliminary hearing is not yet scheduled, but it has to happen within the next week and a half.